Yeah.
Yes, the future is here and we are ready to play. Let's take a look
we're ready
at
to be
this fun
terrified.
trailer.
So today, ladies and gentlemen, I bring in my artillery support, namely Jill Valentine and my two favorite love missiles. Quick medical update for you, hence why I've actually begged, borrowed and stolen my mum's walker. It's okay, she can get around the house quite fine without it. But in a strange twist of fate, I now need to use this thing actually. So yesterday I was diagnosed with tendonitis and yeah, not a very good look because it means I've got weak wrists and weak knee joint at the moment. So if I sit down, it's hard for me to get up unless I've got a big object in front of me. Not your big objects, Jill, because I really do like them, just to prop myself up and get myself on the way. But yesterday I took a tumble outside, not far from where I was walking actually, and some very kind passerbys came to my aid and it was very embarrassing and did not like it at all, but what was said was done, and eventually called the St. John's ambulance team to come and help me. And just my luck, one of the attendees had to be a very attractive blonde woman from Australia. So in the end they actually took me home because I told them, look, if I carry on walking by myself I will have a tumble again and it might be on a main road or somewhere like that. So the old puppy dog eyes effect really did take effect, and I wasn't joking around. I wouldn't waste their time, and it was just a relief to get home last night. And then this morning I had to go to a physio, which is even more ridiculous. So I had to take my time and walk, you know, a few steps here and there and everywhere. And eventually when I got to her, she simply said to me, Mr. King, you don't have a physical issue. It is something else. So if anybody happens to be a doctor and you're watching this and you might know what I could possibly have, I've heard it could be linked with seafood or even cheese or something like that. Please let me know. I'm actually on anti-inflammatory medication right now, so we'll see what happens. But without further ado, folks, we're going to talk about Gamescom or Gamescon 2024. But before I get to that video, you need to endure some really funny stuff right before I get to that. So without further ado, are you ready, Jill? And in fact, are your friends ready? Because this is going to be an absolute doozy woozy.
The name's Nukem. Duke Nukem. No, I'm not here to kick ass or chew bubblegum. I'm not here to get even with those alien bastards for shooting up my ride either. I'm here to tell you to watch Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. So watch out for him and his babes of the 1980s. Oh, and one more thing. Hail to the king, baby. Help me!
The Dustbin or Dustborn, no, Dustbin actually sounds better, launch trailer for Xbox. You might be thinking, why am I showing you this particular video, this trailer? What's it got to do with anything else? Well, the funny thing is, this was actually uploaded yesterday on the Xbox channel. So this game's been around for ages in terms of its marketing and advertising, but here we go. Dustbin is now available on Xbox Series X and S. I'm here for the comments, not the trailer, which I have on mute because I like my ears not bleeding. Yeah, it's absolutely true. I mean, what a pause, folks. Look at that. I don't even know if this character right here, is it Pax? I think it is wearing a George Michael t-shirt. But yeah, it's such a great trailer, folks. 1 minute and 47 seconds is enough to give anybody an absolute headache. Now, you guys might have forgotten this, but this was Gamescom 2023, right? We're going to talk about this at full length, about the recent Gamescom. And look at this, crowd reaction to Dustborn reveal trailer. This is absolutely hilarious. And Jeff Keighley is somebody who I used to like a long time ago, but quite clearly he's been swallowing the wrong kind of pills.
All right, and now it's time for another world premiere. This one is a European-made game about hope, love, friendship, robots.
Look at that. The excitement, folks. It's absolutely killing me. I mean, I can't even break wind right now, which is a first for my channel. But carry on. I'm sure the crowd levels of enthusiasm are going to up the ante very, very shortly.
A world divided by disinformation, where danger
33 seconds later, nothing. 51 seconds later, nothing. I'm sure it's going to get better at the end, right?
You have to say, I think we can all agree that my trailer voice was better than yours.
I mean, look at that. Even Jeff Keighley is moved to tears. He's talking with his fellow presenter, ignoring the trailer behind, and everybody else is like, yeah, bro, just move on with the next video games trailer, please. People forget about this reaction. This is opening night 2023 Gamescom, as I like to call it. So hilarious as that is, and well, I keep calling him my friend. Jeff and I are acquaintances. We are not friends, but he's a good dude. But he made a video about Dustborn being the worst game ever made. Well, to be fair, Dr. Disaster has also been saying the same thing. So it's very obvious to see that I cannot imagine a game being worse than Dustborn. But I mean, look, you got Foreskin, you had Flintlock, but apparently even those two, which are Sweet Baby Ink Infected, are not worse than this title, will probably say something. So Jeff, without you contorting your face even more, dude, what else did you have to say in your great video?
Funded by the European Union, meaning that the developers were being funded by tax dollars to make a game of propaganda to make people have leftist ideologies.
Yep.
Let that sink in for a second. And I can't help but agree with Nev G when he said,
I'm friends with Nev G, actually. He's a funny guy. No, it's the Antifa recruitment simulator disguised as a game. Absolutely, I agree. I mean, look, do we take this seriously? No. Do we give Red Thread Games some credit for trying to make a brand new IP? Absolutely. But then Jeff actually touched upon this. So there is a video game which I have heard of, and I was meant to order it actually.
Love. One of my favorite games, developer that I actually at one point used to love. One of my favorite games from the Xbox era was a game called Dreamfall: The Longest Journey. And while underrated and flew under
I'm aware
a lot
of this game
radars,
actually.
The game was magnificent in storytelling and really drawing you
and have a look at the female character design, folks, compared to what you see in the drudge and sludge that is Dustborn. So Jeff is actually, I'm glad he mentioned that. Thanks for doing that, Jeff, because I do want to pick up a copy of that game. I still actually have my Xbox 360. Thank you very much. It's the Halo edition, Halo 4, I believe, that I have. But look at this, folks. I mean, we're celebrating Western AAA, AA video gaming. Concord lead character designer claims developers are strapped in as opposed to being strapped on. If you decipher that message, we want to push that social engineering message further on into the field. No one's buying it. So as we look, here we go. John Wisniewski, the lead character designer for Firewalk Studios' absolute disaster Concord, attempted to sell the game by claiming he and the development team are strapped in and ready to push it for years to come. Funny how he's referred to as he, because the game really pushes that silly he, them, I, they, she, her, all that effing nonsense, which again, when you think about someone like Sarah Bond at Xbox Game Studios, who actually loves to embrace that nonsense, even Koala Harris, yeah, that VP who's now maybe your future POTUS, let's hope not, even she embraces that nonsense. But I think in her case, she just says it just to get bonus points. Not that she believes in it, she wants to score actual bonus points because it's on trend, isn't it? But I think it's a trend that's soon going to spiral out of fashion and out of control.
I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit.
In the quiet words of the Virgin Mary, come again.
Yes, we are insanely proud of the game. Yeah, we know that stuff already. It's unlikely the game will be around for years to come. Yeah, because a lot of us will just be coming to something else. Given the game's concurrent player counts during its early beta access and open beta, where players were able to play the game for free before it hits the market for $40. As Smash JT Jeff said as well, if you're playing a game for free, you're not going to actually buy the game, are you? Because apparently a lot of content creators also receive Dustborn for free just to play play the game. So how can Red Thread Games expect to make a profit if they're just willy-nilly giving away the game for absolutely nothing? I find that so funny. Wow, look at this. So the concurrent all-time peak for Concord was 2,338 players. 24-hour peak 0, users right now absolutely 0. This is literally a minute ago, folks. Let's type in Black Myth Wukong. This should be, holy shit, oh my god. I don't have to explain this to you folks. Let's just say that everything almost tops 6 million, blah blah blah. That's insane. Look at that. I mean, look, I've seen some of the footage already. I would like to play this game, but right now my back is absolutely killing me. I can't kind of sit up and do anything properly right now. So until my tendonitis vanishes, I should be able to get into this and do some things for you guys. But wow, let's talk about Gamescom 2024. This is courtesy of GameSpot, and look, the ratio to dislikes is not great at the moment, but honestly, someone actually had to insert right here. If you go to 2 hours and 47 minutes into the presentation, that's actually when it all begins. It's insane. Oh no, is that Lashana Lynch? Oh shit, what is this? Why are we seeing her? Oh no, not one, but 3 Lashana Lynches. Ugh. Oh god, what is this? Coming in 2025 in my underwear is Directive 8020.
A Dark Pictures game.
I won't say any more about that particular tagline, but I think it's very ill-advised. Oh gosh, now that I see that Lashana Lynch is on the headline for that, I'm definitely avoiding it like the plague. So Call of Duty Black Ops, hello. Oh, I gotta say this, man, look at this Mamacita right here. I mean, that's a good facial design, right? Activision, as woke as they are, banning Nick Merckx because he had a common sense ounce of truth about leaving kids alone. Russell Adler and his Black Op getting ready to go into action. Will Bill Clinton and, I don't know, Bill Gates. It looks really exciting so far.
Many of the games on Opening Night Live and highlighting events happening during this Gamescom week in Cologne. Gamescom really is the best week for games worldwide every year, and I am...
Well, if she had a low-cut top on, I'll be saying it would be the best week ever. But guess what? She's fully covered up. Boring!
So stoked to be back here with you all celebrating it. Now, it is my pleasure to share a message from Gamescom to you, our gaming community.
A message.
Dear future me.
That's an AI girl.
I hope you visit wonderful places, that you have friends from places far away, and that you always have the best adventures. Dear future.
When she says our gaming community, what does she actually mean? This is an AI girl, but why is her head so big? Well, what is up with the shoulders, man? What the heck? That's the worst AI construct I've ever seen. My God. Scary.
I hope you are happy.
Notice how a lot of it is women-centric at the very beginning, despite the fact there was a really weird survey going around a few days ago where women despise the fact that men's favorite hobby is video gaming. You know why? Because they want to be number one as the gender demographic. And you know what, ladies? It ain't gonna happen.
I hope you visit wonderful places.
More chicks. Gay dudes. More chicks. More chicks.
And that you always have the best adventures.
So yeah, this is not your community, Gamescom. It's a made-up community. I mean, is this a trans singer? This is not Transvision Vamp with a lovely Wendy James. This is just another trans singer that I don't really care for.
That you fight
Nah,
for the things you love.
Dog shit, absolutely dog shit. No, don't care. I mean, Secret Shuffle, what's this? This is not what binding a gaming community is all about, is it, folks? It's not that at all. This is just absolute garbage. I don't know who approved this, but it needs to be shot down.
Today, Genshin Impact is unveiling more about the 6th Nation of Natlan, which will
Cultural
be released on
appropriation.
August
Mention
28th.
that, love.
And we also have some news about when the game will be coming to Xbox.
Yeah, Genshin Impact. The game with so many activists behind the scenes. Well, when I say behind the scenes, I'm talking about the player base. Jeff Keighley is just a bot. He's an android, isn't he? I just don't like this guy. He's very odd. But again, I think this man is probably going to signal boost the absolute failure of AAA Western gaming as we know it. I mean, look, folks, Concord, the character of Imari. Do you really want to shell out your money for a character like that? I don't. No. Give me what the other side of the world is offering. I want to see that actual gameplay. Thank you very much. But here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an absolute catastrophe of a Gamescom 2024. I'll be watching the rest later on, but honestly, that presentation over 5 hours long, I had to skip through a lot of it. There's probably some things I've actually missed along the way, but honestly, does this make me excited for video games in the West anymore? It does not. It's doing the actual opposite. It's pushing me away. I want to see what Capcom comes out with, even though they might be potentially going down the woke rabbit hole of absolute content creation. Obviously, Shift Up, what Tencent are providing. I believe as well Tencent were one of the actual sponsors of this Gamescom. So rather interesting that a company that many people, many developers despise, they've allowed them, because I guess Jeff Keighley needs the money to keep funding these shows every year. And it's kind of funny how they're now turning to the dark side of gaming just to make that happen, which I think is absolutely hilarious. So on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you give it a like, slap that subscribe button, and if I were you, and if you were me, you might want to return for the next video. If you pull my finger, I might fart. Go on, do it. You know you wanna.